Hey guys, it's Mio and welcome back to my channel. Now this is a video I was inspired to do from watching many artists that I follow here on YouTube, and that is talking about artist pet peeves. I've been watching like a lot of artists in the community talk about their pet peeves, and I thought I would make a video on mine because I feel like it would be something really fun to talk about, you know? Oh, and by the way, before I get into the video, I'd like to thank all of the people who showed love and support on my last video. I know it's not super huge, but in comparison to like all my other videos, it's gotten more attention. So thank you so much. I appreciate that all of you love to hear me rant about nothing. But anywho, so I guess we'll just get right into it. I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, I guess some of these might be a little petty. Just warning you, these are just things that kind of bother me, / annoy me, / irritate me. Depends on what it is, depends on the level. But yeah, this isn't meant to be like something like super serious. So yeah, we're just here to have fun. So I have them all written down here in front of me on my laptop. I know you can't see it, but I'm just going off a little list. The first thing on my list is self-advertising on other people's posts. And this is probably one of the biggest ones. I see it a lot, this more so. It mainly happens to me on Instagram, actually. I'll post a piece that I'm super proud of, I put my heart and soul into it, and I wait, and then I get a comment, and you know, I think it's a genuine comment, someone's telling me how much they love my work, or just, you know, anything about the work at all. But then I read the rest of the notification, and it's like, so-and-so commented, and it'll say something like and subscribe to my page, follow me for my work, or whatever. And then I just get really annoyed. Then I delete the comments. But no, honestly, I get so fed up with self-promo posts or comments, not only on my art, but all other artists as well. Because it's really like disrespectful in my opinion. It's really inconsiderate. You're using another artist's quote-unquote platform to advertise your work. I don't think that's very fair in my opinion. I don't know why you have to take advantage of another artist to promote your own brand. Like, I feel like that's really inconsiderate. So, most cases, whenever I see self-promo posts on my work, I just straight up delete them. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, that's like pretty much the only kind of comment I'll delete. Just really outlandish things or self-promo posts. Those are like the only two things I'll actually delete. So the next thing is, this one's more of like a YouTube video one, saying hit like and subscribe before the video even starts. So what I mean by this is I also follow a lot of artist YouTubers on here whom I all love. So if you do this, I'm not attacking you. Don't worry, I don't love you any less. It's just something that slightly bothers me. But for me, like whenever I hear that, it's kind of like, I always found it odd when people say that before the video even starts, because you're expecting me to make a decision to support you in your work before you even show me what you are about. Just doesn't really make much sense to me, because like, you know, it makes more sense to say it at the end of the video, because you know, I can gauge what you're like and what you do, and you know, I can make a decision whether or not I like it enough to follow or subscribe, you know what I mean? But it's just something, I don't know, just kind of odd. It's like, what for? It's confusing as well. The next one, also a YouTube one. This one's kind of a smaller one. I wrote not clipping out speaking errors. So most artist YouTubers I follow, they have their speed paint work in the background and they commentate over it about, you know, whatever the video's about, maybe even the art piece itself. And sometimes like I'll notice like in the audio there'll be like a clip that they keep in where you can tell that they messed up. This one's not like such a huge one for me, especially since me myself, I'm not the most perfect at speaking either. Like mostly when I make these YouTube videos, I just don't want people to know that I can't speak. So maybe it bothers me because I make sure to edit every instance where I mess up out of my audio. Also, when it comes to just little errors like that, it kind of puts the impression on me that they were kind of lazy in their editing work and they don't really care. Who knows, maybe they're just trying to be authentic, but most cases it just kind of comes off as laziness. Like if it's something like repeating a line, I feel like that should be taken care of, you know? But anywho, moving on. Next one is just saying credit to the original artist on posts. So this is a kind of big one too. If you just say credit to the original artist, then that doesn't do anything for the original artist, because then that puts the responsibility on your followers to go out and research who this artist is if they really like their work, and I don't feel like that should be put on your followers. To me, if you must repost, and I don't even like reposting in the first place, this is gonna be a hot take, but reposting is kinda sorta on the same level as art theft. That is, if you don't credit it properly, which, you know, just saying credit to the original artist is definitely not proper credit. Just a really simple way to show support for the artist is if you have to repost, you can either use their tag, or if you don't want to tag them, you can just type out their name, you know? Or instead of reposting, maybe retweet or reblog, whatever platform you're on, share their art from their account. That's an idea. It's very useless just saying credit to original artists. It doesn't really do anything. So the next one is saying just hey or hello on a DM post, and that's it, nothing else. This one is also kind of a big one with artists, mainly because if you just start out your DM with just a single hey or hello or just a single greeting, we don't really know where the conversation will go. Me, myself, most cases, if I ever see like just a single hey or hello as a DM post, I end up deleting it, mainly because of that, and also because most posts, most DMs that I get that just start out with like a hello end up being like a bot. So if you ever just message me just with a single hey and I delete your comment, it's most likely because I just think you're a bot, or it could be because it could lead to like an extremely awkward conversation that neither of us want. So if you want to message an artist, it's really best to just start your DM with the point that you want to get across. Start by talking about what you want to say to the artist, like you can keep hey or hello in there, but just follow it up with the quick little I'm interested in such and such, or if you have a question to ask, start out with that question. Like most artists don't intend, our intention isn't really to be rude when we see these posts and just ignore them. It's mainly just, you know, for our sake and just not getting into a conversation that we're gonna regret later on. Alright, so the next one is spamming in the comments. This one, I kind of have a story to go along with it. It's not like a big story, but recently on my Amino, I posted, I guess everywhere on social media, but anyway, this happened on Amino, but recently I posted a redraw of an OC that I made a few years back. Part of her design is that she wears Lolita and she has like a cute little dress, which is like my favorite part of her design, to be honest. She's a bean. Her name's Hina and I love her so much. But anyway, so I did a redraw of Hina, and on my Amino someone commented about how much they love her dress, and I was like, yes, I love it too. It's like my favorite part of her design, da 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 da. And then they keep commenting a little bit, and it's like somewhat in like the role playing kind of thing. Like I can kind of tell at this point, oh, they want to role play, okay. So I kind of sort of went with their character, you know, they were like kind of playing a character. I kind of went with it for a little bit, you know, just playing along, just trying to be positive, you know. But then it like they kept commenting, and then it got kind of awkward, so I was like really in between just letting them do what they want and then either like deleting the comments, which I didn't really want to do because I feel like it wasn't really bad enough for me to delete. Like it was kind of awkward having those there, but it wasn't like super bad. It wasn't like, you know, self-promo bad, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just kind of left it there, and eventually they did stop, which, you know, was a relief. It wasn't really anything too crazy, but it was something that just like kind of bothered me a bit. I'm like, okay, it's a little weird, but it's not the worst. I feel like just in general, even just seeing like other artists' posts, like seeing comments being spammed, and like it's different if like it's say like a friend spamming comments on like their friend's posts, and you know, that's just friends being friends, you know. Sometimes you gotta goof with each other once in a while. Or if it's just generally positive stuff, maybe there's like, I don't know, some stands or whatever, I feel like that's kind of different. It's just really weird when it's something like very not ordinarily what a comment should be. I don't have anything against role playing, just don't do it in my comments. That's just my preference. So then the last one I have here, also a YouTube video one, is inconsistent volume in videos. So what I mean by this is when I watch a YouTube video, this mainly I see happens with artists that I watch. Like say I'll be watching an artist, and for one part of their video they'll be talking, so it'll be just like their volume then talking, and then suddenly they'll transition to like a speed paint aspect of the video, and then there's no talking but it's just music, but then the music will be like super duper loud, and then like the volume I have my video on will like blast my ears, and so I have to turn down the music. And then let's say they transition back into like a speaking or voiceover kind of thing, and then their speaking volume is really low, then I have to turn it back up. That's kind of what I mean. Their speaking volume doesn't match up with like the music volume or like the volume of the video that they're recording, and it's just like, it's more so just like kind of annoying. Like if this happens, more likely than not, like sometimes I'll get like, I'll wonder, do these artists like watch their videos back? I don't know, because like that's also kind of an indicator of like lazy editing in my opinion. Like it's really easy to turn down the volume of audio pretty much in any program. And with that, these were my artist pet peeves. Again, some of them were kind of petty, some of them I feel like some others will relate to. So if you'd like, feel free to tell me in the comments what your pet peeves are. Maybe we can be annoyed together. Feel free to share your opinions on what you thought about this video. Do some of these bother you? Maybe some of these don't bother you. Maybe you disagree with them. Feel free to share your opinions. I'm open to any and all thoughts. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. It was kind of fun to rant again for like the second time in a row. This one, hopefully it was more consistent. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you'd like. And as always, I hope your day is as lovely as yours. Bye-bye.